you.
I think that was the quickest we've ever gone live.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like instantly. Oh, we need to have something to pull it up on too. Actually,
I have.
You got it.
I'm gonna just use my phone.
Hey, we're live.
Apparently.
Here, I'm at almost full battery, so.
Oh, good evening, kiddos. How's everyone doing tonight?
Tired. Full.
Yeah. Hey.
Tired. Full.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Welcome to Black Friday.
Yeah.
Everybody's wiped out from either cooking all day yesterday and today and bouncing around the kitchen and.
Bouncing around the state.
Well, you were driving. You were on your ass bouncing around the state. I was literally on one foot bouncing around the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, the turkey came out good.
We did it Saturday, so I feel for you. I spent all day in the kitchen Saturday for Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
I made handmade bread on Saturday for Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
I made handmade bread.
Oh, bro,
It was-
I got some handmade bread at my house.
Dude,
right
it
now.
was. I did not realize how much work goes into making
yeah.
bread.
Oh.
Why do you think it's just easier to buy it at the store?
It's
Yeah.
better though. It's so much better. Worth the work.
Well, guys, welcome to the next episode, because I'm not counting anymore, of Pints and Pistons.
Yeah.
We're all hanging out tonight. It's Black Friday. Thanksgiving was yesterday. We're all kind of wiped. But we have some awesome stuff to talk about tonight. As you can see from the title, I gave away one of our topics. But before we get into all that, we got to go through our standard rigmarole, of course. Don't forget, guys, check out clutchshiftgo.com to check out all of their awesome articles and photography. And if you go over to the shop, you can pick up yourself one of these Pints and Pistons t-shirts that Chris isn't wearing.
Yeah.
Didn't
40
work.
ounces of freedom.
Didn't work.
Watch out, Sony might catch us on
Yeah,
that.
fuck it.
Sony might catch us on that.
Cover yourself on that.
Yeah, cover yourself. Sony
What
might
are you
get us
doing?
for that.
You have to go shirtless now.
That's
We've already been copied. We just got
We want
sued.
people to watch.
We just got sued.
We want people to watch though, not to accidentally turn it on and then look away in horror.
Next
But-
episode,
Don't want me taking my shirt
next
off.
episode we'll
Show
shave
us
our
on the
logo
call
into,
where the giraffe
Dan's
hurt
back.
But yeah, so you can get these cool t-shirts there, and also our discount code is still live. It's PNP15. You get 15% off your order. It is in the current description of the live stream.
And
There's
that
also
goes till the end
end of the year, to the end of the year. There's
Yeah.
a lot more cool stuff there, and don't forget to check out our Facebook page. We are constantly posting on our Facebook
Yeah.
page. If you follow us on YouTube or follow us on Facebook, do both. Follow us on
Yes.
Facebook and YouTube, because we
And
post different.
Instagram.
Instagram too, yeah. We're also on Instagram at Pints and Pistons, and we post all kinds of stuff all over the place. Pretty much none of the same content gets posted across the board. There's
Yes.
different stuff on our Facebook compared to our YouTube channel compared to our Instagram. There's always cool stuff. We all contribute and post different things, so you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do the Facebook thing.
Yeah,
but you
Because
do
I'm a
the
Luddite.
YouTube. Yeah.
it's Skynet's always watching.
They are.
Yeah. But yeah, and also don't forget to check out the Doodlebug Dog Ranch.
Yes.
They do the service dogs for vets. And
All that information is on our Facebook somewhere. Scroll
yeah,
through it, you'll
and,
find it.
and thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. And I guess let's go ahead and get started. Should we just go ahead and start with some beer?
Yes.
Beer.
Yeah.
Here's
So-
good.
The first thing we're drinking is going to be Cigar City Florida Cracker, Belgian style white ale brewed with coriander and orange peel.
I'm just smelling it first.
I'm
Because
a-
I can finally smell for the first time in 2 weeks. Yay!
Hey!
Like I said, there was another wheat beer that I kind of wanted to try, but it was way too expensive, and I went around looking and found this one and decided to go for
I
it.
smell the orange right off bat. Oh man, I like that.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good. It's flavorful. It's very, very.
You definitely taste the orange, not like
Lot
you're
of citrus
eating
note.
orange, but like the oil from it. You definitely.
It's got the coriander, got a little bit of spiciness.
Yeah,
you
a little
can
bit.
almost this would have been great with dinner yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
That is pretty
That's a
good.
Thanksgiving dinner.
That would have been
Beer
great
right
with dinner
there.
yesterday.
I mean, Cigar City, y'all never fail to
No,
impress.
never,
Seriously.
Never.
I like
yeah, has a little hint of lemon pledge. I mean, you can taste that.
Yeah.
Taste that.
No, I
lemon.
think-
But it doesn't hang around. It goes
No,
away.
Exactly.
it's really flavorful. It kind of tastes like it should be a stout, but I'm okay that it's not.
Yeah.
It's actually I like it quite
It's
a bit.
everything that when you smell an IPA, what you expect an IPA to taste like versus what an IPA actually tastes like.
Right.
This does not take the happy out of your
No,
mouth.
it does not.
No happy. All right,
No, it
guys.
leaves the happy.
The happy
This
stage.
does
Yes.
not take the happy.
It does resonate too. It really does. It leaves a
But
good
it's
taste.
not-
It's what a shock top should taste like.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Oh yeah. Damn,
Man,
that's
that little,
good.
that
Yeah.
little bit of spice right
Oh,
up front is actually pretty cool.
Coriander.
The beer thing. Florida breweries. We're in Florida. How about you throw us some beer?
Right?
We'll try it for free.
We will review your beer on our YouTube channel for free.
And
Yeah.
we're not like those beer snob people that are like super beer snob and like we can tell you what farm a certain hop came from. No, we either like beer or we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't
And even
forget.
if we don't like it, we will still drink it.
Oh, for sure.
Because once it's cracked open, you can't throw it away.
No.
'cause
No,
just
that's
alcohol.
terrible. We don't do that here. We don't talk about that here.
No.
It's god awful.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So, Marker 48, Cop, Moore, Playalinda. Are you guys in Florida?
Cigar
Slumphead.
City.
Slumphead. Come on, guys.
Cigar City?
Chop chop. That dude was flying. Holy crap.
Welcome,
he was.
welcome to a Popka.
Jeez. Anyway, let's jump into topics. So
I have some Ford racing news.
Ford racing news, everyone.
Is it about
It's
the
the
Dacia
news!
Sandero?
No, there's no Dacia Sandero. Because Ford doesn't make those. And even if they did, they wouldn't bring them here because they suck.
That's
Yes.
true.
Okay, so everybody is aware that there used to be a series in NASCAR called Busch Grand National.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, and it's whatever the hell it's called now.
Yep.
And you know that in that they race these cars that are called Camaros and Mustangs.
Yeah.
Well, this is not that. Supercars down in Australia.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
Because,
talking about.
because as of this year and last year, Holden and Ford are no longer making cars down there. So Barra Goodness and Falcons and Holdens and Commodores and all those cool things are gone. They're gonna have to start phasing them out of supercars. Next year, there's gonna be a Mustang running in supercars.
Yep.
And it's not the abomination that runs in what used to be the Busch Grand National Series.
It's an actual.
This is gonna be a
looks-
real Mustang.
This
Yep.
looks like an 1819 S550, but as race car.
Oh man, that's
Nice.
awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome.
And
oh,
you
really?
are gonna see a shit ton of Australians driving the piss out of that
Oh
thing.
yeah, they've already done some. A couple of teams have already done some track testing on them, and they're loving the car. So I'm thinking
Imagine that thing going around
Yeah.
Bathurst.
Panorama.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bathurst
man.
is going to be
That's
amazing.
gonna be
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Speaking of Barra, I forgot to tell you this earlier. Just a quick side note. I saw on Sloppy Mechanics, or was it Sloppy Mechanics? I think it was. I'm not sure. But a Barra swapped FC, and I was okay with that.
I am 100%
I was.
okay with
I,
that.
I'm just kind of curious how you fit a Barrett in an FC. That's a big ass engine.
Well, he's not done yet. There's no core support in it. Like the radiator rail isn't there. I'm assuming he's working around it, but the motor is sitting in the car. And I was like, I'm all against pistons and rotary powered vehicles and everything, but this
At least that's
something.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's not another
Listen to
LS
this,
or another
yeah.
2J or another 1J or another 302. It's a Barra. Like,
Right.
that's super freaking cool. And he's in
Yeah.
America. Like, getting a Barra in America is hard.
I've actually, there was a guy in Gainesville that was selling like 4 of them, but they were NA motors, no ECUs, no transmissions,
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah, bare bones.
So I mean,
Yeah,
even-
okay, I want to go into a slight tangent off of that. I did, right before we went on air, when I was scrolling through Facebook, I found the coolest Crown Vic besides Neighbor. Yes, there is a Crown Vic
with a 2J.
with a 2J.
You want me to kill your fun?
Really?
It doesn't have a 2J in it anymore. I
Uh,
follow that guy on Facebook. I'm sorry.
uh,
It's got something else in it now.
well, I was just scrolling through like 10 minutes
yeah, I
ago.
saw it on
and-
YouTube like 3 or 4
Yeah,
days
it's a black
ago.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He ran it at the strip a few times, and he had a lot of issues with it.
I can imagine.
And then he put an LS in it. But it had a 2J in it for a while, and it ran like an 11 or a 10 with the 2J. So.
I was gonna say, hey,
Yeah,
that's
I
like,
think
yeah.
I think the video I saw it was down in the 10s. It was
Yeah.
like 1090.
I
something.
saw him doing a burnout in his driveway.
Yeah, and his biggest thing was budget. That was, and that's what he had said. Because
Oh, yeah, well, that's
he
not a
said that's why.
budget.
Because when he ripped it out, the first thing I did was I commented like, "Dude, what the hell?" And he goes, man, he's like the money. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah. I can't blame him on that.
yeah. So, but yeah, it was super cool. It
Oh,
fit
yeah.
in there very nicely
Well,
too.
dude,
Actually,
you got a shit ton of poop on the room on that.
we're
Yeah.
trying to stay PG rated.
Children.
I'm
Try.
just not gonna cross this whole
The
thing.
guy that posted on our Facebook, the Mustang 2
Oh,
with the
I love with the
Jason
SR20.
Bowman.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shout out
Jason.
to Jason because
What-
that
what
thing
was
is
in that?
amazing.
It's got an SR20.
Yeah.
The SR20
He's an
swap.
SR guy. He's got a Locus 7 with an SR.
Yes,
too.
and that I can't wait to see that.
Oh,
I
so
didn't
it's not
know
a
that
Camaro,
was a
it's
thing.
Locust?
He's got
by
a
the
Locust
way.
7, yeah.
The Locust 7. I didn't know that was a thing. I've said this before. A Caterham 7 is like my dream car.
Well, yeah, and the Lotus 7 was the
The
original
Locust 7,
Locust, yeah.
you can just get the plans
Yeah.
off the internet
Yeah.
and just build it.
Yeah, I
You
think
can just do it. You could just let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah.
There's one
um,
here in Inverness. I've seen it up at the Wells Fargo.
I need a
Bank.
welder and some
Um,
tube stock.
Jason, if you happen to watch, let us know where you got that because I can't quite remember. But if I remember correctly, somebody started it and he bought it off them.
That's awesome.
And then he's like an SR guy, so
Oh,
he put
yeah.
an SR in it.
Yeah.
And I imagine with the SR in that thing,
That's
that car has
awesome.
got to be an
It's gonna
absolute.
scoot. Even a
frightening
bone,
nightmare.
even a bone
I
stock
already-
SR,
Yeah.
150 horsepower. You're on your
Yeah,
edge
but it's in a
about
car
to
that weighs
die.
a car that weighs 1,100 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
I
he lives in
have
Canada.
an engine for it already.
Oh
You
yeah,
do?
I have a 2.2 liter S10 engine sitting in my garage not doing anything. We can just build a tube frame around that engine.
Yeah, so
With
Jason,
ITBs.
Yes.
So Jason,
Exactly.
if you catch this episode,
Or
feel
sidetrack
free to
routes.
let us in on it because Chris
Yeah.
is interested. We want to know more about it. And yeah, the Mustang's awesome too. I made friends with him on Facebook probably about 7 or 8 years ago when I was in the Mazda thing because he's also got
You're still in the Mazda thing.
well, like in the KL, the V6s, because he's got a Frankenstein KL swap 323 as well.
Oh, that's the same guy?
Yeah, he's got the
He's got a bunch of awesome.
He's got the 323 that's got half of a 626 and half of a JDM KL motor in it. He's got the Locust 7. He's got the Mustang 2, and then I think that's about it. And I think he lives up in Canada, I believe. But that car, he's done a lot of cool stuff. And I added him on Facebook. We chat back and forth. We've talked to each other a lot. And Jason, yeah, that thing is awesome. Thank you for commenting on our page and letting us like see more pictures of that. The Mustang's super
amazing.
cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, for the decriers of that Mustang.
Yeah,
Hush.
yeah, seriously.
That's cool.
Well, and see at the same.
I had a 74 Pony Fastback in high school with the 2.8 clone engine in it,
Uh-huh.
and
You don't want the 2.8. You wanted the 3.1 straight 6.
yeah, if I had the chance to
Well,
put
3.3.
an SR
Yeah.
in a 2, I would do it.
Right.
Yeah, super freaking neat.
Oh
car.
yeah. Well,
Just for
and
the
on that-
uniqueness. Nobody ever does
No.
that.
Well,
so
that
yeah.
guy did.
That guy is that.
Well, and,
it's
the,
that
and the
guy.
thing
It's
is,
just
the
him.
thing is, it's a Mach 1, the 74, 75. Well, 74 and 75 with the Mustang 2s when they came out, you couldn't get a V8 in them.
Right.
The
It was-
V6.
it was
yeah,
the
it was the
four-banger.
four-banger, the V6, the straight 6, and I
No,
think
there wasn't a straight 6 in it. It was a 2.8 clone engine.
yeah, and
It was the 234 or the 286.
yeah, and that was it. And it's one of those where Vito was saying, "Oh well, you're putting a motor that has no horsepower." But you do realize that in Mustang 2 generation, like the biggest baddest motor you could put in it, the 5.0 had 138 horsepower.
Right,
He's like,
yeah.
"What?" And I'm like, "Yes." So
And
that
long
100
restrictions.
I'm like that 150 horsepower stock SR20 is a 30-something horsepower gain.
And it's about 80 pounds lighter.
Yeah,
Right.
he's running like full bolt-ons
But-
and a standalone ECU and everything, and the car's gutted and all that. It's probably quick.
200 horsepower in that car. That would be a fun.
Yeah, they're
ass
really
car.
light cars.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, they are. They really are.
yeah.
They had probably the best front suspension design of a Mustang up until the S550.
I was gonna say that front suspension got put into everything. Right now, when you like build kit cars and all that stuff, or people
Yeah.
do like hot rod builds,
Mhm.
they're putting Mustang 2 front ends in them.
Yeah.
And hell, there's kits for Gen 1 Mustangs to shave the shock towers out, and it uses a version of the Mustang 2
Yep.
front end.
Yeah,
So there was good things that came from that car.
definitely. Next topic. Should we go with mine, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the title of the show, I want to know, including y'all, I want to know your favorite, you could say super saloon, but like performance saloon car, 2000s and up. I already have mine picked. I want to hear theirs first. We all kind of sort of talked a little bit about it.
I revised my choice at the last
Yeah.
minute because
Yeah.
once the parameters were totally cleared up that it didn't have to be super
Not a
saloon,
super saloon, just performance saloon
then
car.
it pretty basically brought mine
So
into focus. So
make sure you let us know in the comments what your favorite performance saloon for everybody who doesn't know what a saloon car is. 4-door sedan,
Yeah.
big body sedan, basically just a sedan
trunk,
in general.
hold several bodies,
Yeah, and
at least 4 passengers comfortably.
yeah, and anybody who's tuning in for the first time too, expect this to kind of be a crapshoot because we don't really script anything. We just
No.
kind of come up with topics and we just kind of roll with it. We don't edit anything. We're obviously live. If we have to pee, we gotta go pee. We're drinking beer. We're having fun. Let us know what you think. I want to know what saloon you guys would pick. 2000s and up, has to be performance oriented. Go.
Short guy first.
I'm going with this one because number one, just even the base version is one of the best four-door cars ever, and then you make a performance version of it, sold. Ford Mondeo, because one, Mondeos are freaking amazing. I mean, they're one of the best. Actually, I think they were Britain's best-selling car for many years in a row. But the ST220, front-wheel drive, bunch of horsepower, manual transmission, rarer than a DB9.
Rarer than a TV.
No, dead serious. Only 903 were sold in Britain.
I just love the DB9 aspect, though.
Hey,
Rarer than a DB9.
Top Gear. Clarkson said the same thing. He's like, if you're going for rarity, and you're like, oh, it's a Mondeo, they're everywhere. He's like, there's only 903 of these. There's 1,100 of those. My Mondeo is rarer than your Aston Martin.
Right?
Deal with that. But they're just great. I mean, they hold. There's perfect amount of leg room in there. Seating is great. They're comfortable. The ST220 has great suspension on it. I mean, you get torque steered like crazy, and you know you're gonna be.
What motor does they have? A Ecotec 4-cylinder?
I believe it was 2004, 2005. I believe it was almost the same. It was like the base engine just hopped up.
Oh, okay.
And that I could be wrong. I didn't really do too much into the motor. I totally forgot about it until we started talking about it. But trunk space, I mean, because when you have a saloon, you want
trunk space.
No, seriously, when you want a saloon, you want to have trunk space. You want to have
You want to have a four-door car
yeah.
that's fun
and
to drive and do
also
normal
it's
things
a
with.
Ford Mondeo, so you can go to the Ford dealership and out the door for probably what it costs for like doing a whole bunch of work to it.
Yeah,
Maintenance, you
cheap.
can get a whole bunch of maintenance done for probably the price of one of y'all's other cars. Oil change.
Yeah,
That's true.
Hop me on that.
yeah.
All right, I guess I'm next. I went predictable because I'm the BMW guy.
You are the BMW guy.
The
Chevy Cruze.
05 and up BMW M5.
I thought it was going to be a Dacia Sandero.
No, not the Dacia Sandero.
Oh, man.
As much as I love the Dacia Sandero.
Everybody loves the Dacia Sandero.
Good news! It's the Dacia
Yeah,
Sandero.
when I sprinted across the parking lot when I first saw one, and I'm screaming, "It's a Dacia Sandero!" And like the one guy looked at me and he just goes, "American." And he just kept walking, and I was like, yeah.
But yeah, the M5, the V10 M5.
Those
It was
things do sound
Yes,
nasty.
Oh, man.
that odd-firing V10, high-strung 5-liter
Mm-hmm.
V10, coupled with a manual transmission.
You can't get better
The
than that.
last of the M5s you can get.
When it runs.
A manual transmission, not a sequential manual, but a manual.
It just makes it easier to put it in neutral when you have to push it off the side of the road.
That's true. Well, I mean, this is a car. We're talking about a car that, when you first got it in the morning and started it up, your tachometer had a block on it that actually showed you what your rev limit was depending on engine temperature. That your rev limit was lowered at a lower temperature because it wasn't warmed up all the way.
That's really neat.
That's how high strung that engine was. That was a full blown built engine right from the factory.
Yeah.
Is that why they invented Uber?
I mean, yeah, it's all going
Did
to
they-
end terribly in a pile of smoke on the side of the highway.
Did they
but
come with a AAA card? Like a
Probably.
AAA Platinum card?
They probably did.
Or was it a black card?
No, it
you
came
know,
with the
if-
999s.
I mean, you were going to end up, look, you were going to end up staring at that car on the back of a tow truck for most of its life. But there would be once a week or
You'd just
so
be like,
where
"I
you'd be
have
able
one
to
of
get
those."
into it and drive it
And make
to the
glorious-
breakdown point
And make glorious noise on
and
the
make
way.
glorious noise on the way.
So the end of the drive.
Right up until it broke.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd be okay with that. If I could afford to buy an M5, I can afford to have an M5 that breaks down all the time.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a.
You're not worried about the repair costs.
There's
true.
logic behind it, I suppose.
I do like the design, like especially like the 2000 one.
The
and
pre-Bangle cars.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the
they
Bangle.
like up till 2000. Well, even going into like the 7 Series and that, like
All
they
the cars.
they look
But
amazing.
basically anything before Chris Bangle
Yeah,
was amazing.
right.
Afterwards, they got the bang glass, and it was just not
Yeah, I mean, it's like when Doug did the review on that green one, and the 7 Series, that had the V10 and I think the manual and that.
Yeah.
That thing, I mean, even the long wheelbase, it's so pretty. Like, it's
There's-
aesthetically pleasing. When
there's
you
some-
look at it, everything,
Mhm.
it's simple, but yet when you stare at it more, you see more details, but it's one of those, there's not
They got it
crazy
right.
amounts of stuff going on. It is just...
They got it right.
Yes, they got everything right, and the wheels on those all from the factory. Those are
It's not a
amazing
car
looking
that
wheels.
gets you there. It's a car that says you have arrived.
Exactly.
On the tow truck.
Exactly. On a tow truck, but you
As
have arrived.
especially if you're in Germany, you have arrived in a man. By that's a truck manufacturer in overseas.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally every
Yeah.
truck you see over there is a man.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
He really didn't come in a man.
Think of the children.
Michael!
No, it's okay. There's no children watching.
I don't think there's anyone watching.
No one's watching.
I think it's just you.
I'm not even counted on there.
Yeah, it's logged
apparently.
in as us.
That's fine.
Yeah, basically, we're watching ourselves in delay.
That's okay.
I was gonna say I didn't curse.
We're sad.
I just said we came.
That's
in a
okay.
man.
It's Black Friday. Everybody's killing each other over shopping for the next TV.
Right, everyone's busy
It
beating
is
each other to
gender,
death
gender
over a
neutral
TV.
Friday. Excuse me. It's 2018. Get it
Gender-
There'd be
right.
racial neutral.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say gender. What is it? Boy Friday?
Did you just assume my gender?
Did you just assume my race and gender
He
Sorry.
misgendered
and
you.
food preference? How dare you!
The only one that has food issues is inside, so we're good.
Both of them are inside.
Yeah, it's true. So, alright, so my car I was originally going to go with something European, but once the parameters were more clearly laid out, I decided to just go with something that I really wish I could have here, but I can't because we have a 25-year import rule, which is stupid. I want an Aussie XR6 Falcon. Barra power, turbo, 6-speed sequential, made by ZF. Tons of power. And the FPV version is the same thing, taking a car that's common as dirt and used for taxis and everything else and made a performance car out of it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Can't blame you on that one.
that's the way
And
to go.
Want
The
one.
Aussies got so many good cars we didn't get.
Aussie's got so many good. Their stuff was amazing.
Even their GM, I'm like their GM stuff, their Ford stuff. They got
Yeah.
all the good cars we didn't get.
They got
They got a whole engine I would kill to have that we'll never see.
And it's funny because they talk about it, it's like, it's no different than you guys have in the modular V8 over there.
Right.
This is our modular V8.
Yeah.
They're
But-
everywhere.
But they have that too.
Yeah, they like that
I would prefer to have the Barra 6
Yeah.
instead of the
too.
Mod
I would much
V8.
rather have the XR6 than the XR8.
Right.
Just because that's a big ass 4-liter twin cam 6 and they sound amazing.
Yeah.
All
So-
straight 6s sound amazing.
Yes.
I guess I need to be the JDM guy, and I'm going to be anyway.
Do it.
So my choice, which I
Hey,
knew
mine
this.
was not American. It was off the wall.
We've actually covered a pretty good part of
Yeah.
the world then.
Fair enough. Yeah, we
Exactly.
actually we
I
have.
mean, you've got Great Britain.
European.
Yeah.
You went Central
German.
Europe. Well, he went Great Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went Central European. I went Aussie.
Yeah.
Now we
We
got
actually did pretty good.
Exactly. We thought
Damn!
it through. Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry. No, that was me. I just blew a glorious cloud into his face.
well, that's what cigars are for. Blowing smoke in other people's faces.
Right? My choice is the Toyota Chaser ZX100 or JZX100 as they call it, powered by the 1JZ VVTi. Fantastic car. You got it with a manual. It had amenities in it,
Mm-hmm.
and they were amazing to drive. And you could slide them if you
And
wanted
rear-wheel
to.
drive.
And manual rear-wheel drive, inline 6 turbo engine that sounded heavenly.
Oh yeah.
How can you go wrong? I mean,
No, they're great.
Yeah.
They're great.
they're
The only
fantastic.
thing that I would say would top that would be that V12. That
Toyota Century
yeah.
or Crown? No,
Yeah,
sorry,
the
it's a
crown. The
The
crown.
Century got a V8. The Crown got the.
Yes, that
Yeah.
thing. Even though
But,
low horsepower.
Like I said, it's not really a performance engine, but
No.
But still, you could probably
Slap
make
butt.
it.
well,
slap some ITBs on it, they sound amazing. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that one
the
Celica.
green one.
Yeah.
The Celica swap with the copper-colored trumpets
Yeah,
hanging
coming
on
out of it. Yeah.
the open throttle linkage, you just see everything moving. Is
You just see it
amazing.
go. Tung,
Speaking of
tung, tung,
ITBs, so I found out they actually make a 4.6 modular ITB rig.
Really?
What?
Yeah. It'll fit the 3 valve.
Because I know that Kazi makes. I know.
$5,000.
Oh yeah, it's like $3,000.
Because I know Kazi makes a setup like that for the Coyote, and I've actually seen a crossed version of that for the 3.7 Cyclone engine.
Well, there's that one that Mountain has for their 3.5. Remember the one that I showed you on their website? Was it the 2.5? It was for the 2.5.
I think it was the 2.5.
Yeah.
Or the 2.7.
But before I brush off on the Chaser, not to mention for the one JZ that they came with 2 JZs too, but the one JZ that's my favorite variant. One JZs are dirt cheap.
Oh yeah.
I've done a couple 1JZ cars with one of my friends, and you can get a 1JZ with an automatic for $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's usually with the ECU too.
Yeah, $1,500 for a turbo inline 6
for that much money.
Yeah, I put one in a Cressida once.
Yeah.
I put one in an '89 Cressida, and then I put
Actually,
one.
how much do you think it would
240.
cost for a whole front cut and have it shipped?
Front cuts are only like $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing a full front cut with steering wheel dash and all, I'd save $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the VIN number.
You get like an old Chaser and stick it on a Cressida.
I mean, you don't even really give a crap about the VIN number. That would give you engine, ECU, transmission, wiring harness, instrument cluster, everything.
Pedals.
All the essentials, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we can import that stuff. That's fantastic. I just wish the rules were different.
Only we could import whole cars sooner than 25 years.
Pretty nice.
So yeah, so the BA and BF Falcons that I want, it's going to be 2032, I think, is the earliest I'll be able to get one of those. Or 2030 or something like that. Bastards.
Anyway, next topic. Boom.
Alright, this one's mine, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So, my topic, I kind of wanted to talk about, design trends or design, ideological thoughts in modern car design that we all hate.
Oh.
In general. So, something mechanical about cars that you don't like, or something aesthetically you don't like about modern cars, or just something in the thought process of how they build modern cars that you don't like. If you guys are listening and you want to tune in, if you want to tell us in the chat what you don't like about modern cars, let us know.
Post it in the comments later if you watch it later on. Post it in the comments and let us know.
Yeah, or post it on our Facebook page. We'll talk to you on our Facebook page.
Well, they will.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you don't. Cause, well,
I'm the Luddite.
I get it. It's already got its hooks in me. If I could get away from it, I would.
You just do.
No, I can't. Not everyone I know is on Facebook. I guess I'll go first since it's my topic. My pet peeve with modern cars is how engineers disregard the driver. In the sense of, an older car, you talk about all the glorious 80s and early 90s Japanese cars that were driver's cars. We've lost the driver's car. In the sense of, you get into if you can find a car that has a manual transmission, the clutch is terrible.
Yeah.
The clutch pedal is not a clutch pedal. It's just, it's a lever that sort of actuates the clutch, kind of, It kind of does this. Like, if you push it, it will disengage the clutch. You don't get to know how disengaged the clutch is, or when it starts to engage, the car just starts lurching forward. It has no feedback, no feeling whatsoever. Same with the steering, same with the brakes, same with the suspension. They have done everything they can to make it an appliance for going from there to there. There's nothing in a modern car that gives you any kind of feeling or feedback. You don't get to know.
There's one of those sitting at my house. It was a 2015 Altima. I think it sucks the joy out of driving experience.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they've managed to engineer it so that you can't feel anything from the steering
because
wheel.
I'm driving it, it's not a manual, because 1 foot. It's a CVT, which just makes it even.
CVTs takes the joy out of everything.
I do want to pipe in on that topic particularly. The new Forte has the CVT. It's actually good.
That's because it's Kia's variant called an IVT, and it actually makes you think there is an actual transmission there.
The Altima has a drive sport mode on the
Yeah.
No,
transmission.
my dad's
and
got a
if you,
14.
and if you hammer on it, it'll basically go what? But it's like
Yeah.
it's like a Fast and Furious transmission.
yeah.
It shifts 30 times.
My dad's
See,
got
the
a,
Forte has the sport mode shifting, where you can select, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and when you shift, it feels like you're shifting a sequential manual. It goes bam, bam, bam.
So it's set ratios.
It actually
Yeah.
has ratios built in.
I can 100% attest to him though. My dad's got a 14 Rogue. It's the same way, and it's just drab. It really is.
The engine just
But
kind of goes.
No, this one will actually.
No, it fakes shifting,
Does it
but,
fake
you,
shift?
but you can tell that it's not shifting.
But
And
it literally gets up to the top and it'll only drop like 1,000
Yeah,
RPM.
it just
and
goes
it'll
bam, 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 bam. And if you're driving it just around town, it is. It's just like if you're just pulling out the standardly accelerate it up to speed, it's.
Yeah.
It's economy.
And it's not. The brakes, they stop the car. They're effective.
Yeah.
There's just no real feedback.
Right.
Tires and suspension, they keep
There.
they keep the tires on the ground
Yeah.
and they smooth out the ride. But that's pretty much it.
And it's a good power play.
Steering, you turn the wheel and the car changes direction.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like your force feedback wheel on your VR is more engaging than the steering
Exactly.
wheel.
Yeah.
Than the steering wheel on
There's
this
just there's,
Altima.
it's just they have taken the driver out of the equation as much as and it's gone so far as to all the driver aids.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
got lane keep
And they're making
assist
things mandatory
and-
now.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
hate
the
that.
car in
And by
front
the
of
way,
you,
the lane
tracking.
systems are using everything on K-band or screwing with my radar detector, so knock that shit off.
Yeah.
And with the driver assist, they're making all that stuff mandatory. That story that you guys pointed to me to, that the Rush song is based off of.
A nice morning drive.
Nice morning drive. That's what we're headed to. We are headed to the safety car, where that's what it's going to be like.
Well, and the sad thing is too is like, especially taking the Ultimate in hand, that's a good power plant. The QR25 is actually a really great motor.
That's when you do hammer on it and the thing when it's actually buzzing up through the
Yeah.
rev range.
Yeah, it goes. It goes.
It makes nice power. It feels torquey enough. Actually, sounds like it could be a good sounding engine.
But there's nothing backing it up.
yes,
Well, I mean, and it's like, because my mom has a new Ultima like your mom has, but the one she had before, I think was 06.
we had an 06 too. That
And
had the 5-speed. Ours had a 5-speed automatic,
automatic. Yeah,
but it was an actual.
automatic. And I
Automatic.
will tell you what,
actual
there was
transmission.
you remember the red one that I would drive sometimes to school and that, if my mom wasn't working. That thing, man, the amount of times I would have those tires fucking smoking like crazy.
But
Yes.
just remember, there was a time where Nissan actually did something good with the Ultima. We just
The
gotta
Type
remember
R.
that. Yes,
The
with
Type
the
R.
with the
It was that
3.5,
same year.
the
That was,
manual.
3.5 with 6-speed manual.
yeah, yeah.
Bring it back!
What
What
was
are you
that? What was
doing?
the other one? The Sentra. They had the
Sentra.
Sentra
Oh, they had the
SER.
Sentra,
Yeah, that had
Yeah.
an SR20 in it.
That thing
Yeah,
was
it had an SR20
fantastic.
in
It was
it.
a
Yeah.
rocket ship.
SR20 silver tops, man, revved high and everything.
What was it, like 7,800 or something like
yeah,
that?
it was fantastic. It was a good little power plant,
Yeah.
and then they just got like conformity.
Hey, but
Well,
there's
it's like
the new
this-
Nissan Kicks.
Yeah, but Nissan teased us with the IDX concept,
What are you
And they-
doing, guys?
and they've done nothing with
Like,
the Z
seriously.
for like 10 years.
Yeah,
or
that's
longer.
the same car.
15
it's
years.
been-
That car's been around for 15 fucking years.
Yeah, no more than that. Like 2001.
2003 was the
Yeah,
first
it-
350Z.
yeah,
if I'm not
2003?
mistaken.
Okay,
15
you're right
years.
then. 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
it's
just
still
been
the
reshelved.
350 and the 370 are the same silhouette.
Excuse me,
it's the same car.
370.
It's the same car.
It's
though.
got the same motor as the new Skyline.
Okay.
That's like that's like saying that Sabrina's car is a massive evolution from my car. It's not. They're both S197s. Peel the skin back, they're the same fucking car.
Right.
That's the 350, 370.
Well, that's why
And the G35, G37.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I posted on our Facebook page the other day the Kia Forte GT. I think and I hate to say it, but I think Kia is going to be the one to kickstart everybody's ass into getting back into the driver's cars. They're giving us
After reading that article,
they're giving us a 6-speed manual, turbocharged, front wheel drive, skinny tire, awesome little car.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else should be doing that. I don't understand, and I know that it's all the whole Americanization thing of the automatic transmissions, and that's my thing is the lack of manuals and the fact that you get reprimanded for getting a manual.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of car it is. You want to get a Mazda 3? You want to get a new one in the manual? Okay, you get a base model. You don't get any features in it.
Right.
You get the crappy underpowered motor.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get power windows. You don't get nav. You don't get any of that, and you get your manual. That's how you get it.
Yeah, but the manual's like the ultimate theft deterrent now.
That's true, but still, like, I can't
Legit,
grasp, like, with how many enthusiasts are in this country, why not give us more of what we want? We would buy newer cars.
reason
No, I
why.
can tell you why.
They don't make money off of it.
And because most of us that would buy these cars aren't buying them new. We're buying them when they're 3 or 4 or 5 years old.
That's true.
Well, that's why, I think you and I had the conversation a long time ago. Give us another Miata. Give us something we can decide if we want AC or power steering in, and it comes with a manual in it.
Well, I could even add that to my topic.
Package groups.
Yeah, exactly. I was you
Yeah.
pulled it right out of my brain. Used to be able to walk into the dealership
I want this,
and
this, and this.
I want roll up windows but leather seats. I want the best engine but manual everything in the car. I want an
But
AM
manual
FM
brakes.
radio
Yeah.
and
No radio.
Right.
No
Do
AC.
we got a comment? What do we got?
yes, we do. Jeff's tuning in performance.
Oh,
I
hey,
know
that's
that
Jeff,
the 2016 Camaro SS I tuned the other day with the 8-speed as a car, you needed both hands on the wheel. And that's true. The car's powerful enough you need to control the car, but the steering's still numb. The brakes are still kind of numb. The clutch is still kind of numb. We've lost the driving sensation.
And only people who are Mike's height can drive a Camaro.
I would never drive a Camaro, but unless
See, I've driven a 2016 Camaro. They're actually a fairly capable chassis. They're pretty decent.
I just
If you can get past
Not
the
being,
fact that
not
you're
being able to see out of it.
Yeah.
not being able to see out of it, and dear God, when you park it, you have to look at it, and it's like you're trying to lock it, and you're like,
I will say this.
I own that.
This morning when we were at Winn-Dixie, there was a beautiful 3rd gen Firebird that I've never seen. It wasn't a Trans Am, just a Firebird that probably had a 3.8 in it that was such gloriously kept that I'm like, how the hell is this thing like
Is it
still
Jeff
there?
again?
Yeah.
oh, it had no electric steering and was heavy. It felt like a 2000. But see,
That-
you
that-
modified it. You took out the electric steering and put in manual steering. That's what we're talking about. You had to modify it to get that feeling.
Do they come with electric steering?
Yeah.
Mom's had two of them.
The Mustang's got
Oh,
them
okay.
too.
Yeah,
The new Mustang.
The new
2011,
Mustang's
2011 and up has electric steering.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that, and that's one of the things, like, you know, and they can do the right thing with electric steering if they wanted to. Example, our cars. You have
Yeah.
electric steering, and
Yeah.
I have electric steering. You just drove my car.
Right.
That
When you
actually
do it mine.
feels responsive and proper. Not the, hey, I'm turning.
To a point, but you can still feel the difference.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you can
feel
still,
the
you can
difference.
still definitely, I will take a rack and pinion. What is Jeff chiming in
Oh,
again?
Jeff-
This was a stock car.
Oh,
Interesting.
Did they not have electric steering?
somebody hit the Wikipedia.
I thought they had electric power steering in them in 2016. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Maybe the
Well,
the
good-
SS doesn't have it.
Good,
Maybe the
good
SS
for you,
has-
Chevy, if that's the thing, because
Right.
that's the thing
Yeah.
we hate about Ford.
Yeah, come on, guy.
So yes, sorry, Jeff, we are not up to date on.
Oh,
Chevy.
we still
He says he'll check.
need everybody else's trends they don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay,
well,
mine's.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, mine's more of a styling exercise, and I'm actually calling out one manufacturer in particular. There's a lot of styling shit that just bugs the hell out of me.
I would also like to point on this is not because we hate this one particular manufacturer. It's just
Is
retarded.
this-
Fanboys.
You're retarded.
If any other brand did this with their cars, I'd hate it on those
Support
too.
fanboys.
General Motors trucks and SUVs, square wheel arches. Why?
Because a circle fits into a square.
Because
It's,
when
yeah,
you're a
they have to
kid
force a
and-
round peg into a square hole.
because
Why?
listen, the people said
It fits.
the people said they done wanted the
fits.
square bite his back, so he had to make something square again. So we decided to make wheel. We took a. Actually, the first guy who designed one took a Sawzall.
They told
I mean,
him,
they always had a little bit of a squarish and corner looking going off, but the new ones.
No, dude, they're
Not only-
ugly, bro.
But not only have they
Gross.
made them square, they have raised them so far up into the body line.
yeah. That basically your fender goes,
The
here's
tire,
the fender.
The
Yeah,
tire
here's the
gap.
fender again.
The tire gap is just incredible on this car.
Monstrous.
They made it so the teenagers can fit large tires without lifting it. That's what they did.
The only wheels that look good under a square wheel arch are the square wheels from Mythbusters. Which interesting they put on a Ford with round wheel arches.
I just don't understand why they did that. They made them god awful. I mean, like, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't. And then they pair it with those skinny freaking headlights.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have a square body Chevy. I have round wheel arches.
I was going to say, why is it that the square bodies have round wheel arches?
The body is supposed to be square. The wheel arches are supposed to be round.
Yeah, y'all
GM,
messed
if
up
you're
there. You took
listening.
the wrong bit of advice
Right.
from everyone. You
We
made
want
the
the
wrong
square
part
body back.
square.
Well, we gave you square wheel arches, right?
That's what you get.
wanted,
That's
right?
what you get.
It's
Right?
on the body. It's square.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
GM missing the mark as always.
They were close. They shoved a round peg into a square.
No, my
Okay, apparently the Camaro SS has factory hydraulic steering. Good on you, Chevy. I'll give you that. You did the proper thing on your Camaro SS.
and actually,
But the Camaro V6 had electric power steering, and it was.
and actually, those newer Camaro SSs are actually really, really quick.
Oh, yeah.
they are
They're
fast.
They're legit fast.
Yeah.
They're just ugly.
Yeah.
The interiors are ugly, and you can't see out.
No, in the sun visor, you want to block the sun, you get about that much space.
It's a little like it's a
Miata's
a
bigger
yardstick
visors.
flipped down.
Yeah,
Like it's that thick. You flip it down, and it's 40 yards ahead of you
Yeah.
because of how the car is designed with the roof line.
Oh, it's terrible.
So it's like oh no, the sun's in my eyes. Oh, thank God, that's so much better.
and it's like blind spots. The whole car is a blind spot.
Yeah.
I really thought the Mustang had bad blind spots until you said it.
But they are
Camaro.
fast. They are
Oh, yeah.
They're
properly
Oh,
fast
yeah.
cars.
No, factory, and I hate banking on 0 to 60 times, but factory 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
They're legit fast cars. They're just.
Shit, you even
And-
put, what did the Z20 halves on them? Like,
Here we go.
305
487 foot-pounds at 3,200 RPMs, and it was a flat torque curve to 4,800.
oh, hell
I mean, it's
yeah.
an LS. Of course, it's
Yeah.
going to be a fast
Well,
car.
flat
Yeah.
plane girdle crank and everything. And I want to hear Mike's because I already know what yours is, and I heavily agree with you.
Okay. So my thing
Just don't get too
is,
excited over. Just kind of.
I know. My thing is newer cars, and this didn't really start till probably about like 2011, 2012 is when you started to see it more.
Yeah.
You look at the rear end of a car, and you see they beautifully shape in, what you think is really nice exhaust tips and that. And then you look, and you realize that they got, this hexagon, really cool shape. Wow, like, that's awesome. And then you look, and you're like, wait, you mean this 3-inch exhaust is actually that big of a just... Wait,
We're just turn down
or,
pipes that
or
don't
and
even
I've
go
seen this
there.
before where you got, this beautiful exhaust exit, turn down, not even there, and you're like, so guys, seriously, the fake exhaust ports that you got on the
The
back,
best ones are the fake dual exhaust ports.
and there's only one
Yeah,
on the
like,
outside.
yeah.
No, if you're gonna do that, make it to where you.
This was on an LT1 car.
Oh, that's
okay.
the new LT1s. Yeah, those things are. Oof.
Those are
yeah.
bad mofos.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't the early '90s LT1s.
Yeah. No,
That
the new
thing,
LTs are-
what is it? The not twin port.
Cross.
Yeah.
Crossfire.
No. What was the tune port
Tune
injection?
port.
There you go. Yeah.
TPI.
Yeah.
Hey, they looked cool.
They
Yeah.
did. I will admit those things.
They did look cool.
They looked awesome. But yeah, no. It's one of those where if you're gonna make an exhaust exit like that, at least kind of make it to where your actual exhaust comes out of
Make it real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
goes
it's-
hand in hand with fake vents too.
Yeah. It's the poser ideology.
Yeah, the fake vents. That's Yeah.
And it's
And
terrible when you
something
have an
that-
American car that has a fake hood scoop,
Oh
and
yeah.
then you have a Japanese car that has a real hood scoop.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I have
pretty much
I
every
I have
single
a
Mustang.
fake hood scoop from the factory.
And fake side scoops from the
And it's
factory.
not
And
even
fake side
bolted
scoop.
on. It's
No, it's bolted.
Three-
They've got 10mm bolts holding those on.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
And then when people go through great lengths to make all the vents real, like, and I'm going to take a stab at the Stinger, because when I first read the article on the Kia Stinger about all the real vents, I'm like, oh, hell yeah! The vents and the fenders are actually to cool the brakes and this and that, and then and all the rear vents are real. Oh, awesome! The hood vents are fake. And I'm like, come on, guys! You made all the other vents real. Why are you
Yeah.
going to even put those there
Exactly.
then?
And what's funny is if they had put actual vents there, it would do.
It would have cooled the turbos!
It would help cool the turbos.
Yeah!
Put some louvers on to suck hot air out the top of the hood because, well, you know, you've got a twin turbo set up in there.
But-
It needs it.
But no, we're going to be Buick and put these fake portholes on the fenders that
yeah.
look good.
Well, it's like with my Cobra, the side vents, they were open. No, mine were open. Mine went straight back to my rear brakes. I don't know if that was
That was not factory.
it was somebody took a Dremel and opened those bitches up, but went straight back to my rear brakes. Cause trust me, I
That
would
was the-
spray a hose back there and I'd watch it come out my rear tire.
Because the 98 GT, they were closed off.
Oh yeah, no, but I believe on the Cobras, I believe that was factory that the Cobras had it open.
Well, I just don't understand. Like, I understand. Like, okay, so I get that it's aesthetic and everything, but
It's stupid. It's stupid.
I can't comprehend it.
No.
Now, the car that takes the fake vent thing to an extreme is the new Civic R.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, the Type. Oh yes.
They should
Honda's
call,
like,
they should call that
hey,
the Type V.
Honda's like, yeah, America, you're finally getting a Civic Type R. We're like, yeah. Then we see it, we're like, no.
Well, you know what I think? You know what I think happened with that
Can I have
car?
a Buick?
They did the product testing. What do they call that? The
Focus groups.
focus groups with the wrong people. Because apparently all the people in the focus group said, what I really want out of
Is
the
an
Type
Accord.
R is I don't want to have to go to AutoZone afterwards and buy all the fake vents. I want them to come on the car.
And give me that tri-exhaust tip in the center
'Cause-
with the ignorant wing.
No, that's an HDMI port.
The beauty of the original Civic Type R's was that it was a stock
It's an
Civic. It was basically a plain Jane Civic. It was just a beast underneath.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Now you got
I
the
don't.
beast on top.
I don't want
plain
my
Jane
Civic
underneath.
Type R to look like a Civic Type R. I want it to blend in and be a
You
Civic.
don't want it to absolute look like the absolute boy racer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
at that point, you're stuck in 2000.
And then
Right.
and then I mean, I might catch some flack for saying this, but and then put a
No,
turbo
we-
motor in it.
Exactly.
They put a turbo motor in it. What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, we're gonna dumb down the red line for it, but we're gonna give you a turbo, so you know. My Type R doesn't rev to $9,000 stock.
Did Honda forget who they are?
VTEC only on one camshaft instead of two.
Did Honda forget who they are?
What?
But do
You
you
don't
see the new
build
generators?
turbos.
The
I
new
don't-
generators
I
are
don't
pretty good.
think-
Yeah,
That's
right.
rated screamers.
I don't think Soichiro Honda would have built this car.
No.
Right.
No,
No, not at all.
No, that's a car built
Um,
by committee.
I'm gonna get our next beer
Okay.
because I think we're all low. Are we? Are we
No.
all low?
We're low.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll give us a good time to wrap
Which
up.
one should I grab?
The ones I brought should be cold if you want to try those. Otherwise, if
I brought some too. We don't have to try mine. I don't care. So.
I say to Pete's sake because that one.
I really want to try that.
That's-
For Pete's sake!
That's one of my favorites because Sweet Baby Jesus is one of my favorites, and then the For Pete's Sake is just the step up. Pretty much all it is just the extra alcohol content in it.
Yeah.
Sweet Baby Jesus, I believe, is either 5.8 or 6.0, and it's super good. Absolutely love it. For Pete's Sake, kind of is one of those where sometimes you'll have it, sometimes you won't. Type deal. Like it's hard to find, but if you find it, get it.
Yeah, this was at ABC. Right up here.
Yep. No.
I saw that and I
you
went,
must
for
have-
Pete's sake, I'll try that.
You must have pulled in just shortly after I left.
I must have.
Yeah, but
That's where that came
no.
from.
But Sweet Baby Jesus, if this has too much of an alcohol content on it, because sometimes with beers you can taste the out, like you
Yeah.
can. If that's too much, Sweet Baby Jesus, Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Dew Claw. Dew Claw has just recently, in the last like year, 2 years, come down to the south. It was more of a northern thing, and every single Dew Claw thing, besides the 2 sour ales that I had, absolutely love. Dirty Little Freak is a.
Whoa, you don't have to call me names.
If you like the Samoan, the Girl Scout cookies,
Alright,
you would
kiddos.
love that one.
Is that-
Okay,
that
so this is an
Duclaw?
Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter.
It is basically a 9% Reese's Pieces.
I'm excited. Let's see. We're brewed out of Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's give this a try.
This-
Got a nice dark color to it.
My brother-in-law Ryan turned me on to this, and basically ever since then, Dew Claw is one of my favorite breweries. It is amazing.
The aftertaste is a little rough, but the initial taste is actually it's
Yeah.
it's
Alright,
like
here we go.
It-
Reese's
Good
peanut
on-
butter puffs.
Good on the front end, little harsh on the back.
The
We-
little
we
harsh,
haven't done
the
it yet.
regular sweet baby
Cheers,
Jesus-
boys.
There you go. If the aftertaste is a little harsh, the regular sweet baby Jesus has a little bit less of that aftertaste to it.
Whoa!
Take another drink. Take another
Yeah,
drink.
It bites you.
Yeah.
Take another drink. It sweetens up.
Ooh.
The afterbite goes away.
Oh, I love this beer. This is one of my favorites. If y'all don't want it, I'll drink it.
Surprisingly, it did.
The afterbite goes
Ooh.
away on the second drink.
Oh,
That's
no.
weird.
That's biting hard. Ooh.
If you
I
don't
guess
want
it
it, I will
coats your
drink
taste
it.
buds a little bit.
This is seriously one of my favorite
That's
beers.
interesting.
I love the taste, though. I really do, though.
The face you made kind of like it took the happiness out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is what
Yeah,
IPAs
the
first
do
drink,
to
yeah.
us.
It's too bitter. It's too bitter, the aftertaste for me. But other than that, the initial taste, though, that's actually
If
pretty
it,
good.
like I said, if it's too bitter, regular sweet baby Jesus, it'll.
It's probably because it's the higher alcohol
Yeah, that's
content.
what it
Because it's
is.
9%.
It's also
Yeah.
because I'm having a cigar, too.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah. But it's pretty good. I like the taste
Yeah,
of
it
it.
hangs around for a while.
It does hang. It hangs
does.
out.
If you are having ice cream, like a chocolate ice cream, this really goes great with chocolate ice cream, or
A
just even,
chocolate ice cream beer float.
no,
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
No. no.
I'm a
No.
monster. I
okay,
know.
because well, we'll just tease you guys with this. There's a little place here in town called Pine Street Pub.
Oh, they got something new that
Small bar.
it's an actual
legit
pub,
little pub
actual
place.
pub.
The kitchen is about as big as the area we're sitting in right now, and the food that comes out of that place is
Oh,
friggin'
it's much better.
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
And
they have
we
stellar
found
food.
we found something new the other night. Their bread pudding.
We went there twice. We were there before our meeting. We went to the meeting. We talked about the bread pudding so much. Ed was like, "No, I'm going," because Ed loves bread pudding. We went back again and closed down the place afterwards.
I'll have to take Dad up there because he
And
loves
here's
bread
the
pudding.
thing. Mike and I have decided that their bread pudding, you can get it with the walnuts or without the walnuts. Ed actually had him putting a little extra brown sugar on top of his before they flamed the hell out of it.
And it's not a little serving. It's a
it's
big
like a bowl.
soup bowl.
Six
full.
of us
Split the
had
first
dessert
one.
off of the
Yeah.
first one.
Oh wow.
It is, and it's only like $5-6. Like it
Okay.
is. Oh, ooh,
That bread pudding and the Einstock toasted quarter we had in the
Yes.
episode.
that
Oh.
Einstock with that bread pudding will be the ultimate dessert. The ultimate dessert.
All right, so I don't know if you guys are watching over at my parents' house, but if you are, I guess that's where we're going after golf tomorrow. We're
Let us
going
know.
to
We'll be there.
You go-
Pine Street Pub to go get some bread pudding and some Einstock.
Oh, I don't think they have Einstock.
They don't
but
have
They don't have
Einstock.
Einstock. But if you're into fish and chips, like proper pub fish and chips,
They have.
that place
They got
I
the best
love
fish.
fish and
They got the
chips.
best
It
fish
is
and chips in the
legit.
county.
it is
And they have
legit.
that.
The
They
chips
have
are the
that
waffles,
waffle fry platter.
fries
Yep.
with chips,
Really?
and the fish.
Yeah, smothered taters.
Oh,
fish-
yes, that's what it's
the
called. The
fish
smothered
is
taters.
Legit.
Because I
What-
have
what do
ordered
we got
fish
for
and
time?
chips from like 3 different restaurants.
8:47.
8:47, so we got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we still got plenty of time.
I've ordered it from like 3-4 different restaurants around here, and I'm always horrifically disappointed.
Oh no,
with
yeah,
fish.
Pine Street outdoes
I
themselves.
had-
Their food's delicious.
I can't remember what restaurant it was. I ordered it for lunch one time at work, and they didn't send me fish. They sent me nuggets, little tiny,
Oh no,
dried out
you're looking
piece
at
of
fish
crap.
like
like little
Almost
breaded
steaks.
nuggets of fish, and I was like, why would you do this?
Oh.
Have you eaten this food? Have you ever did you just cook it, or have you ever tasted it? If you tasted it, you wouldn't have served it to me.
We have
Exactly.
also decided that one of our future episodes of Pints and Pistons will be from either the back patio or the front area. And if it's in the front area, the best thing is you got the cars driving by right there in downtown.
Every now
Slow
and then,
guy.
every now
we
and
have
then you
found
see
some
some
great
weird
gems.
stuff drive by.
Yes.
But yes, so guys, there actually might be a Pints and Pistons pub run.
Yeah, pub run. I like it.
I dig
the
that.
Pints and Pistons pub run. And I think
They got free Wi-Fi.
to wrap this up, I do believe
Well, get
you're getting there.
get what you're going. I'm looking up something that
Are
was
we doing
brand. Yeah,
Are we
we're
doing a what did it sell for?
We're gonna
Yeah.
do a what did it sell for?
Okay.
And I'm just trying to find what I.
What it sold for?
Oh,
You're
I
coming
know.
across all the stuff I've been telling you about, right?
Oh no, this is one that I showed you guys last
That really
week.
does have some
Oh,
kick
yeah.
to it.
That's good though.
Like that's got my head swimming a little bit.
Okay.
Really?
All
You're
right.
just now swimming?
I've
I only
found
had one.
my car for you guys. All right, continue on.
Yeah, y'all haven't. You did? What was yours? You didn't do yours.
The lack of manuals. It
Oh
is-
yeah.
Well, there's many things I could go on about over and over again. It's like the way that they design cars with the technician in mind.
Yeah.
Which
North
they don't.
Star Motor.
No, one of my biggest qualms
I
would
had to
be
change the starter in my 74 Mustang too. Back when I was in high school, I had to pull the goddamn steering rack out of the way, use an extension bar that freaking long to get the top starter bolt, and literally had to pull the starter from the back of the motor all the way out past the cross member to get it out because it would not come out of the space it was in.
As a technician, I actually have to interject here and say you guys actually have it backwards. They now design the car with the technician in mind. Cars are easier to work on as far as like if I want to remove a part or
Now,
remove
Subarus,
the engine.
Subarus seem to be rather tech and mechanic friendly.
Kias, you wouldn't believe how easy it is to work on.
Have you done the oil change on a Subaru?
I was gonna say, Drew,
Hello,
how long has
technician.
it been?
I'd
Yes,
like
it
to
needs
play
to
a
work
game.
on.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. It's not gonna be something brand new because I haven't experienced anything brand new with the Subaru, but I'm gonna give you an example of like an 07 Forester. Let's do an oil change. Okay, so you're looking at the motor. Here is your exhaust manifolds coming down and wrapping together in a circle like this, right below the oil pan. Here is the oil filter in between this. Let's play a game. The customer just drove from Georgia. Let's do an oil change. Try not to burn yourself.
Hello, technician. You've spent your life working on cars. Now you have to risk your life to work on this one. I'd like to play a game.
You got 5 minutes while he's in the waiting room.
Let's go.
Okay,
Snake!
and I'll pick on my car. Mazda 3 cabin filter. Now, generally, when
You're
you
supposed
change,
to change those?
when you change your cabin,
That's what I was gonna say. Who changes those?
when you change your cabin filter, generally, where is it?
Under the glove box.
Mine's in the cowl.
I had no idea where
Yeah,
mine
the
are because I've never
S197's in a
changed any of
terrible
mine.
spot, too.
Yeah.
You gotta remove the wiper blades to get to the cabin filter.
Okay, Mazda 3, second gen Mazda 3. First, begin by removing your entire glove box assembly. Then remove the panel below the glove box. Then remove the passenger side left-hand kick panel. Then remove the blower motor resistor. Then remove the 2 cabin filters that are stacked in horizontally. And then,
Put everything back together
yes,
and leave the filters out.
Yep.
How about, hey, let's change your heater core in a
Fox
Fox
body.
body.
Oh,
The whole-
it's a
no.
heater core. You have to pull a dash on almost every car. You have to change a heater core on, though.
Fox body, you can pulling a dash on a Fox body ain't easy. How simple it is, it's not easy.
And that's what I mean,
or
that's
you
why I had to
or you
interject.
remove the glove box, you get a pry bar in there, and hope you don't crack your dash.
All right, for example, on the newer Kias, the dashes are installed as an assembled unit. Everything's in the dash when they drop it into the car. You pull the seats, you pull the center console, and you pull the lower panels and the A-pillar trim, right? There are 4 bolts here and 4 bolts here. And then you you yank on the dash to unclip it, and it hinges back. All the wiring harness for the dash, it plugs in under the kick panels. It hinges back, you unplug those wires, you lift the dash, and you slide it out the door.
Huh, nice.
It comes out as an assembled unit. You don't even pull the radio.
Nice.
That is pretty nice.
So if you need to pull the dash, a lot of the times what we'll do is we'll hinge the dash back to get to the blower box and unbolt the blower box and lift it up with the dash just kind of laying off to the side. Cars have actually gotten easier to work on because the engineers have gotten, like for example with Kia, they have that 100,000 mile warranty. They know they're going to have to work on them under warranty. So,
which is good on their part because I mean
they intentionally they don't do the Ford ideology where it's never gonna break, so we don't have to fix it.
Do spark plugs. Subies are easy to work on.
What plan are you working on?
Spark plug. I meant basically just yanking shit out of the engine bay.
Well, like a Subaru, you could drop the engine pretty quickly in one of those if you're on a lift because you drop the subframe.
That's the way you change the
You
spark
drop the powertrain module.
Drew has it down pretty good.
That's what I refer to. Dang.
Oh,
That's cold.
Poor
Hold on.
Savage.
Hold on.
Oh.
Cody.
That is Cody.
Hold on, guys. We got Cody's wonderful truck.
Some of my people.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you, Cody.
All right.
So yeah, Jeff, if you're still watching, that's Cody.
We found that pretty funny.
Hey, yeah, Jeff, thank you for tuning that thing. That thing, I finally got to ride in his truck the other day when we went to go pick up some pallets, and holy
There goes
shit.
my baby.
I understand why you rolled up the window when you were tuning it, because with the window up, I was almost dead.
What?
Yeah, no, that's how I felt. So, well, before we close out, Brian's got one thing, and then I also got a little thing
You
too.
go first, I'll close
go
mine out.
ahead with you. Yeah.
Pints and Pistons might have another project car. Well, does have another project car. We just got to go pick it up. So
Yes.
we are. I am getting another 86. Yes, that is right. I'm getting another Fox body. I am getting this from my aunt who bought the car brand new in 1985. Drove it off, like ordered it, didn't even look at it. Ordered it, had it shipped to the place, and then drove it home. It's got 85,000 original miles on it. It's got a bunch
now
of
you
wonderful
showed us
factory floor parts.
No,
It's
I didn't. I
a
did that.
2.3
I saw
auto,
I saw it too.
but
You had it.
she's the
I
original
never-
owner
I
of
did
it.
that exposed.
It's in a
I
little
saw
rough
that
shape
when I
because
showed
it was a
Kristen
northern
Lee,
car,
actually.
but
Yeah, I'll find
I
some.
didn't,
we are
I didn't
gonna-
expect it to go
we're
for
gonna
that
try
much,
to
though.
get
Holy
it,
shit, yeah.
try to get it going. And it should be here soon. Like I said, we just gotta pick it up.
So
Yeah,
that
it's
Pints and Pistons drift car?
It
Well,
could be, and I am saying
That's
this.
probably going to be a Pints and Pistons, take it down Trail 10 till it blows and chucks parts out of it. car.
It is going to be.
It's parts car for your 86.
It's the name of it is already, we're calling it Susie because Aunt Suzanne, so we're calling it Susie. But it's also one of those that faded on the door. She and brand new. She had someone pinstripe it, like actually hand pinstripe it, so faded underneath the driver's door. It says Suzanne underneath it, and it's kind of faded there, like actual paint.
Well,
So
and that's
it's
just
gonna be Fox Body Susie.
It's
Yeah.
another one of those reasons to everybody to stay into our Facebook and everything,
Yes.
because that car is going to get posted across the board.
Oh yeah.
And
And it's there's wonderful parts from that car that are going to be added to my 86. And then, like I said, we'll probably try to get it running. It hasn't ran in like 12 years.
yeah,
Too bad
and
four
just-
bangers didn't come with Marshall lights.
Oh, trust me, I know. But,
And-
if
It's a
any,
4-cylinder car?
yeah, it's a 4-cylinder, but it's one of those where if we go to part it out,
But the
that front
louvers.
bumper's, yeah, it's got
Oh, the
fat,
louvers.
it's got
Yeah.
fat, not fat, dealer installed louvers.
Ford.
Four dealer installed louvers. They're
Ford
aluminum
number.
7-slot ones.
With a Ford part.
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. They're fucking amazing.
Unicorn.
The paint is faded on them, but it's one of those we're gonna hit it with
Yeah,
little
bracket-
scuff,
and
boom,
the
paint
bracket,
them.
the brackets got some rust on them, but I think we can wire
Yeah.
the brackets clean,
Yeah.
edge
And-
prime them,
yep.
and paint them, and,
And
then
the
we can
original
go.
radio, still got the original radio. That's going back into my 86 because I want my tape player.
So
There you
I
go.
want my tape
Stay
player. back.
tuned
Yes,
for all
stay
that,
tuned,
guys.
because seriously, and if we come to the point where we're gonna sell it or something,
Justin, I figured I would make sure you guys are awake.
yeah, if we're gonna sell it in that, hey, maybe somebody who watches Pints and Pistons can get it and have a good home.
Pints
because-
and Pistons car.
Yeah.
And for our ending segment that we've made a trend now, what did it sell for?
Okay, so I had to change up last minute, and what I have found is
Is it cool? Is it Sub-Zero or is it?
no,
Nicole Kidman's face.
I'm thinking this is gonna be a Sub-Zero one. We have a 1989 Land Rover 110 V8. Legal, shows 279,000 kilometers, 3.5 liter V8, 5-speed manual, 2-speed transfer case, locking center diff, repainted in Keswick green.
And looks like Sarah Jessica Parker.
Edelbrock single carburetor conversion, new transfer case, roof rack, raised air intake, LED auxiliary lights, onboard air, 10-gallon fresh water tank. So this is like a full.
Oh wow, that's a full-on like safari.
Somebody
car.
made an expedition vehicle on it. It has all service records and import documents. It is a private party vehicle.
Pickup or
SUV.
It is an SUV.
Now, is it a hard top or soft top?
Hard top.
Hard top?
Is it lifted and like safaried out, or is it stock?
Ride height appears close to stock with just bigger wheels on it.
Okay.
And how many kilometers? It's 279,000.
279,000 kilometers.
Manual?
Yes. 5-speed manual gearbox.
With a diesel, right?
No.
3.5 liter
V8.
V8. It's a gas motor.
Oh,
Oh, a 3.5. What year did you say it was again?
89.
Oh, that's that Land Rover. Oh.
35. 35.
I'm going 25 because that motor's horrible. I just remembered an Amazon episode of Top Gear.
No, that wasn't the 3.5 V8.
Was
that
that
was
the
the
3
3.
not?
That was the V6. That was the point. It wasn't the fuel injected V8. It was the
That was the
carbureted
V8.
V6, and
Yeah,
they went,
okay.
"That's what killed these.
And-
This was the most unreliable engine ever."
He said it was repainted, so I'm assuming it's in really good shape as well.
Oh, the pictures of this thing, they
Okay, well, I'll
This
take
thing's
it.
the full pop.
26. 26,000.
I'm gonna lowball. I'm gonna say 19.
Wow, you guys are so far off on this one. $52,000.
Whoa! Let's take a look. Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, okay.
Oh, stay tuned, by the way. I get to drive one of those really soon, actually. I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah. Like I said, this thing is a legit expedition vehicle.
I have some crazy individual who's going to let me take his actually British imported 89
telling me
110
that, yeah.
diesel for a drive. I have to do a video on that when I do it. But I did not expect 52, though. That's kind of...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the other car was that resto modded 3.0 CSL that
Turbo
went
one.
for $78,000.
That thing looks sweet.
Did that
In its
Fiesta-
defense, that thing looks
Fiesta?
sweet, though.
I'm kind of surprised that BMW went
Fiesta?
for that money.
The race
Same
car?
here. Even though it was boosted and built and everything.
No, I think that one
That's
had,
why
time
I'm
to go.
surprised it went for that money.
Because that kind of car, so...
A Concours restoration on that car, I would have believed that money.
Yeah, but not a resto mod.
car.
Yeah.
But actually, though, I've never seen one of those resto modded before this one.
No, neither have I. Not till
I've
that
only
one.
ever seen him Concours restoration.
And
I
gotta
just
say-
showed that to him this morning, actually.
I sent it to the group, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. I definitely sent it,
Yeah.
I sent it to
Oh,
you.
yeah, no, I remember it. Yeah.
But it's like, I saw that thing resto, I was like, damn, that looks badass.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It looks cool as hell. Don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's a
it's-
beautiful car.
Yeah.
Those were beautiful.
E9
That's
Shark,
right.
E9,
Shark
I-
nose.
E9
Oh,
Shark
Shark
Nose
nose.
is best Shark Nose.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're wrapping up for now. And don't forget, woo, check out clutchshiftgo.com. The link's in
Yes.
the description. You can get our shirts there. Check out our Facebook page.
Hold on,
Check-
Facebook.
Check out, Facebook. It's Pints and Pistons Official on Facebook. Check that out. Check out our Instagram. Make sure you guys
Should've had a
subscribe
guy
to
with
us
no
on
hair do
YouTube.
that.
Make sure you guys
The guy with no hair, one of the guys with no hair is not wearing the shirt.
make sure you guys share our
Hey, I only said
Facebook
the
and our
F-word 3
YouTube
times today,
page.
so.
And
Good job.
subscribe to our
PG-13.
YouTube page. We'll be coming at you
That's
guys in
not
a couple
too hard.
weeks
That's
again.
right.
And thanks. And hey, don't forget, I've been looking for fan topics. I want you guys to
Yes.
give us some topic
No one's
ideas.
been. Hey, seriously, guys, if you're watching, like we're having conversations with people
Yeah.
in the comments here.
Give us some topic ideas.
We have posted pretty much, I think, like 3 or 4 times just this week asking
Yeah.
for topics. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about, because it's not just about, hey, like, we're seriously just pulling stuff out of our butts here.
Yeah,
Like,
and we
let
should do
us
a
know.
rotary episode soon.
Who?
A rotary
Yeah.
episode.
Talk about
Wait a
all my
minute.
favorite rotary cars.
I had a rotary. You sort of have a rotary.
Well, it doesn't have a motor in it. He has a shell of a
You have a
rotary.
shell that had a rotary.
I've driven rotaries.
Okay.
I've owned a rotary.
I had his rotary, actually.
Yep.
I did have that motor.
Yeah, it was toast.
Uh,
I have not. We'll have to have talk Nick into letting me.
Jeff's
have his
Tuning
back.
and Performance just commented, turbo versus supercharged and
Ooh,
why.
yes.
That's a good topic. I like
Also,
that.
oh hey,
See?
let's give
That's
him a shout out.
Oh yeah, Jeff's Tuning and Performance.
Yes.
He's commenting right now.
He
Dude
does
is
awesome work
with anything.
Cody that just drove by, that truck has a 5.3, I think,
Mhm.
with LS3 heads,
Yeah.
a good cam on there that's still able to do truck stuff. Great amount of power there, plus his, I think,
Evo.
his Evo.
He tuned Dylan's
Yeah,
Eclipse,
Dylan's
420
yeah,
Eclipse.
420
Is this the guy
Eclipse.
you were talking
He does
about?
Yep.
HP tuners.
And he also has that, I mean this in the best way, Jeff, the wonderful shitbox Monte Carlo with the wonderful
the five-
turbo,
it's
the
got the
5.3
5.3
turbo on it. And
Oh man,
Oh,
you guys.
that guy.
Yes.
Yeah, the meat.
That's
Yes.
Jeff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, he's commenting. Cruise over to his YouTube page and cruise over to his Facebook page. It's the same name.
Yes.
He does tuning at a great price, street tuning and dyno
And
tuning.
he's the
a
one that
wizard.
had the black ST that was behind me when I was waiting for you to get
Yeah.
to your hangar.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
we
yeah.
did the Jeff, awesome fucking rundown.
We need to get with Jeff.
Road
Yeah,
that
he
we
can
went
get with
down.
Jeff.
He can work. Yeah,
Mexico.
Jeff. We
Yeah,
gotta get
or-
Jeff.
No,
we gotta.
not
No,
even
we
that.
gotta
need
get
to do
Jeff
it.
here.
We need to get Jeff
Oh,
here.
yeah,
we need to do
Jeff,
an
we
episode
gotta come
with
on the
Jeff.
show.
Mike and him had
When
a
I was
Mexico
waiting for
experience.
him to get to his hangar, and then I was just driving up and down a certain road in a little bit further away from us in Mexico. And I was just going, I was on the phone with him. All of a sudden, I turned down the road again just to head back to the hangar. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, there's another ST behind me. And I'm driving and that. And I'm on, we have him on Bluetooth. And I just punched it, seeing if that person would follow. Well, little did I know, it was Jeff behind me. And he was right there with me. So we just rode through the gears and like, all
Yeah,
right,
so
let's go.
We're gonna have to get Jeff on the
hey,
show.
Chris just commented, Clutch Shift Go. Use code Black Friday 20 for 20% off your order, including the Pints and Pistons shirts. Good for 1 week only.
Oh,
One
yes.
week
So
only,
what is
guys.
that?
It's
What
in the
is that?
comments. Black Friday 20, right?
Black Friday 20, all one word.
Well,
20% off your order.
We're gonna
we
throw
will-
that on our Facebook page as well,
Yes.
so you guys can catch on to that and go get some cool stuff
Yes,
from
1
them.
week until next Friday.
Yes.
So,
And thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure you tune into our Facebook page because that's when we're going to announce our next episode.
Yep.
It'll probably be in the 2-week interval like always. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please share the living shit out of us.
yes.
And everybody have a fantastic night. Thank you
Yes.
guys for
Happy
watching.
belated Thanksgiving.
yes.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And I don't know how the hell we